Hey all, welcome back to Carson Means. Today we're going to be going over last night's game between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. It was a pretty good game up until about halfway through the third quarter, and we'll get to that. But the Colts are now 6-3. They are now leading the AFC South, and the Titans are also 6-3. But because of the head-to-head, they are now in second in the AFC South, and they're pretty far away from third, which are the Texans, who didn't look too good. Well, they won, but they're still pretty far away. I think they're 2-6 now. So yeah, it might be a long shot. But so really, it's the fight between the Titans and the Colts went out there and they played great. Like I said, especially in the majority of the second half. And I'm sorry, but I am going to blame it on the Titans punter. It was his first game playing for the Titans, and he played terribly. And here's what I mean: the Titans are down 13-10. Okay, they go for it. I think it's 4th and 1 from the goal line. They miss. Okay, then they manage to hold the Titans. The Titans go to punt. The punter punts it, 15 yards down the field. And keep in mind, he was punting from the back of his end zone. So they get the ball back at the 25, go down, score a touchdown. About as easy as you can get it. They take the lead. Next time, same situation kind of. The Titans get stopped short. They go to punt. The punt is blocked. And then it's taken back for a touchdown. Now, the punt block might not have been his fault, but still, I am going to say that the punter was responsible for 14 of those points. And also the Titans missed a field goal, which really wouldn't have meant anything, and it just made it, it would have made it 20-34, which would change it. Sorry, I forgot to put the final down on here. The most easiest thing I remember to do. Philip Rivers had a really good game, 105 quarterback rating. Their offense, I've said in past videos, it's been off and on. It was definitely on. It was out as high as we've seen it all year, and people were talking about how they haven't played a really good team. They haven't played a top 10 team. Well, they just went out and they beat a top 10 team by 17. Their defense played lights out. They held Ryan Tannehill to 83 quarterback rating. Derrick Henry, he had another 100-yard game, which we're kind of used to seeing that from him, but he also did not find the end zone, which is really good. No interceptions. I don't think there was a single turnover this game, which is really surprising. Yeah. Michael Pittman, the rookie wide receiver for the Colts, had a really good game, 101 yards and 7 receptions. So, hats off to him. Really, there's not much more I can say except for the fact that the Titans. Well, I never even talked about the Titans. The Titans' offense. First half, it looked great. It was 17-13 at the half. The Titans were looking like they were in control, and then it just started slipping. They looked so good in that first half, and they didn't even look very bad in the second half. It's just that they got much worse, but still, they didn't look terrible. Yeah, it was a pretty bad game by the Titans. I'm not going to overreact from 1 week. I'm sure they'll bounce back, but still, did not look good. They do not want to keep this up. Short video, but thank you all so much for watching. We post videos about the NFL every single day, of every single week, of all the time since I started making NFL YouTube videos. So if you like football, if you like hearing me talk because you're weird, please subscribe and like the video. Follow all my stuff in the description if you really want to, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Yeah, in fact, I know I'll see you. That's the third video in a row. I'm so sorry that I dropped my phone.